Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL.
Here we go.
So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12.
Here we go.
At the 41-yard line.
11.
On second and 12, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
Here we go. 180!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Switch. Fresno. Six. Hey, go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
The 8-yard line.
Here we go.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
We own them. Mike 48. Rabbit.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now third and goal.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be fourth and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
25-yard line.
Ready ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 31, Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
And a
Well,
Cardinal.
that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now from Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. First down.
A nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside. But the number one thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially if you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to take it a long way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the Niners' 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also leads. To a 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 31 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, 49ers 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 58, boys. 58.
I got this.
Nice, sweetheart.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Check. 48's the mic.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. Wait.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
On the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. Got a man, it's complete. Williams.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain... Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Is 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Murray. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Andy Isabella. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
54, right there, 54.
From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Murray dancing to his left. He can run for it. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Here we go. 80!
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 80! 1, Omaha. Right over there.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Black 80! Watch the screen! Hey, gun! 12! 58, Mike. He don't know no better. 58!
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Here we go, here we go. Wait! No chance.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
Push him back.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Get that.
Running the counter with Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 38, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the deep.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 20, Cardinals 10.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time getting the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. He's been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
To Kyle Juszczyk.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Cardinals 10.
Murray to air it out again. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for. And now it's third down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one in.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Completions, receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
48.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That thing blown up by the defensive effort of Chandler Jones.
21.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here we go. 48 to Mike. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Murray gets this into the hands of Edmonds. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Murray again. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 2 yards to go.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Going for it all. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, and it's third down.
Here we go. Wait! That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hatchet.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the 49er hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. They'll run with Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. On second down, Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Kill.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. And the final minute, that should just about seal it. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
To kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Murray to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
48-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Here we go. Like 20.
Here we go, D. Double time. 3 down.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the 49ers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.